Welcome to the LFG Pats Pod with your hosts, Joe and Mike. Let's go! Welcome to the LFG Pats Pod with
We are live at Rogue Island Kitchen and Bar for the tailgate for the Bills Patriots game, boys. Pete, how we feeling tonight? How we feeling?
I mean, I'm feeling good. The fact that this game is even a conversation that we could be in it and winning just gets me excited, because at the beginning of the season, if you asked me, are we even going to be in this game, I just wrote the two Bills games off as automatic losses. But now this game is actually a winnable game. It has me excited. I'm ready to go.
I love it.
I agree with him 100%. I did have this down as an L. But in the interest and in the nature of all the times we're having here, we've got a very special event that we're doing today. We got a lot of friends and family here. Emotions are running very positive and very high. So I'm probably going to give a more positive review than I did in preseason, because I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling good today.
I agree. I really think that we have a shot tonight. So we're going to get into that. First, we're going to talk about the sponsors, though, as always. So Rogue Island Kitchen and Bar, thank you very much, Ryan Bissett, for putting this whole thing on. It's been amazing. And the guy's a mad genius. And honestly, guys, I just think we just go right into it. I think we just start talking about the matchup. So, Pete, I know you wrote an article. I've read it. I think it's great. Give us your kind of 2 cents on this.
Yeah, pound the rock is what we got to do on offense. The key to winning against the Buffalo Bills is limit Josh Allen, right? And the one way to limit Josh Allen is if he's just not on the field at all.
Yes.
So it'd be great if we could control the time of, the possession. Buffalo's run defense, terrible. So when you're trying to attack a team like the Buffalo Bills, it would be wise to go after their weakness. Their weakness is their run defense. So that's exactly what I want to see. However, it is also the Patriots' weakness. We have not run the ball all that well. We've had fumble issues, obviously, if you watch the Pittsburgh game. But if you just I know it's hard to take away the Pittsburgh game. Everyone would love to take away the Pittsburgh game. If you could just take away the Pittsburgh game. But if you do take away the Pittsburgh game, we don't have a terrible turnover problem.
You're right.
The Pittsburgh stats, when added, make us have a terrible turnover problem, right? So traditionally, we've been pretty good with the ball. So I say run the ball, control the clock. On the other side, don't let them run the ball. And we'll get more into it on the other side. But on our side, I want them to control the clock, run the ball. It will open things up for Drake May. I'm not saying don't pass. I'm just saying run the ball as the featured part of your offense.
I like it. Mike, what do you think on offense? What do you think we need to do here?
I'm going to echo and add to what he said. We definitely need to establish the run. Now, that's been way easier said than done for us. Aren't we like almost last in the league in yards after contact, stuff like that? So I am a little bit wary of that whole thing because we haven't proven it yet. But this is a prime game, a matchup for us to be able to do that. So if we can do that early, then we're going to be in very good shape. To me, establishing the run, I mean, it's very cliche. Me establishing the run game and limiting turnovers and penalties. I know it sounds very easy to say, but limiting those things and not beating yourself. If you give yourself an opportunity to hang with them at the end, then maybe you have a puncher's chance. So I like our odds overall, and I think if they set up the play action, then they're going to end up being all right. We can end up gashing. Their secondary statistically has been good, but nobody back there scares me. None of those guys get Christian
Benford's the main, yeah.
He doesn't really scare me.
Joey Bosa gets after it still, obviously.
So, and he's like one of the only guys in the defensive line that's really been making an impact. They got those two rookies, the DTs, those two guys, one of which is like huge. That kid, Deontay, whatever his name is. Yeah. He's like 6'7", 331. So you're gonna have to keep an eye on him at all times. But if we run over tackle and not necessarily between the tackles, they've been doing moving pockets with Drake May and trying to incorporate that more. So if we're doing the zone runs and the duo blocks and trying to get to the edges, I think we're going to have success in the run game. And I think that's going to set up Drake May's play action plays. And I think that sets up for Stephon Diggs in particular to have a pretty good game. You know he's going to be amped up. I know it's easy to say, oh, he's going against the Bills, he's going to be super amped up. But based on what I saw last week, guys, let's not make any bones about it. He's your new slot receiver. I'm sorry, he just
100%.
is. I know he's lining up with a Z as well, which is great.
He's not new. He's been here the whole time.
Exactly, but they're now finally using him the way they were supposed to be using him the whole entire time. So it's like about time that they recognize his strengths. He had some killer plays out of the slot last week. I expect that to continue, but I don't think they can do it unless they at least get some yards after contact in the run game.
And I think it really is. It's predicated on the run game. And as far as Drake May, we just played the Panthers, right? And we were extremely efficient, extremely successful from a passing standpoint against the Panthers. But this is not the Panthers. This is the Bills. Sean McDermott is going to make problems for Drake May. And if we can't run the ball and we have to throw it 40-plus times a game, guess who wins that game? It's Josh Allen. Josh Allen wins that game.
You can't be one-dimensional and beat the Bills.
Exactly.
Yeah, your point about we played Carolina. Yeah, I mean, you have to play the schedule that the NFL gives you. And we have the third easiest schedule in the history of the entire NFL. This is the top 9 picks. We play all of the top 9 picks in the NFL draft.
Exactly.
And two of those teams, Jets and the Dolphins. We have 11 games against. We're not swearing, right? We have 11 games against the worst teams in the entire NFL, right?
And that's why we were all confident at 9, 10, maybe even crazy 11 wins, right? Because
Some
of the
of
schedule. Because of the schedule, right?
Some of us.
It's still a cupcake. It's a cupcake.
It's still a cupcake. We still have a chance at all those things, 9, 10, and 11 wins. But it all is based on tonight. It's all based on how competitive are we? We don't have to necessarily win, but how competitive are we tonight?
It's a measuring stick game. If you're Patriots, right? You're trying to rebuild. And what's your goal? You're trying to get to the playoffs, and then when you get to the playoffs, you try to win Super Bowls, right? That's like the natural progression.
Yep.
What do the Bills do? They get to the playoffs and they threat to win the Super Bowl. I mean, they're the favorite right now. So if you want a measuring stick game, you can't measure against the Carolina Panthers.
No.
You can't measure next week against the Saints, right? You can't measure this is a measuring stick game.
Where are we?
This is essentially a playoff game for the Patriots. It's the biggest game that in Drake May's career. Drake May's never played in a bigger game in his NFL career than tonight. So we get to see, does he come out with the jitters? How do we coach in these big environments? How does Vrabel coach in a big environment? This is a more measuring stick game. Who cares what we do against the Panthers? It was great. We did exactly what we should do. We mopped them up.
It was a warm-up. It was a practice.
Yeah, it was like a preseason game. Go mop up the Panthers so that you can give everyone a chance to worry about you, right, later on. And hanging with the Bills makes you worry about the Patriots in December. And that's what we want. We want to be
that's
team
all
that
we
nobody
want.
wants to play in December.
The bar is actually kind of high based on where we started. But where we're at right now, the bar is be competitive, right? The bar is finish within a score plus. For me, that's the bar. If we play perfect football, if we can establish the run, I think the sky's the limit. I think we can win by a score.
But can't you guys at least admit that we beat a bad team handily that we were supposed to beat?
100%.
And that it counts for something. I understand that they weren't really much competition, but we still beat a team we were supposed to beat when sometimes that's not always the case. So I think that we can build off of that.
Oh, we have the momentum.
That's why we're confident tonight, right?
100%.
We're confident tonight because we just smoked them.
And oh, by the way, they just played the Saints, and they didn't handle them very well either. So, to your point, right? If we played the Saints, we would have expected.
We will.
A dub, right? We will. But if we did last week, we would have expected roughly the same results as we played the Panthers, right? Maybe not that much, but
no, that's what I expect.
Hopefully,
expect against the right. Saints. I would love to demolish them. They shouldn't hang around with us.
So they didn't do that to the Saints.
Right.
Is my point.
Yeah.
And so this is where, if they would have demolished the Saints, I would have been like, maybe a whole little pause. But I feel good. Honestly, I feel like we have a shot, and that's in the NFL with the amount of parity in this league. if you have a shot, that's all that matters.
And why you have a shot is the efficiency of Drake May. If Drake May wasn't as efficient as he is right now, you wouldn't feel as confident. As much as we're saying pound the rock, it's because that's just going to set up Drake May to feast, right? Like on the play action, moving the pocket. That's what McDaniels does. He moves the pocket. He sets up the run to do other things. I mean, there was a jet sweep, right, where they did it 3 times. They basically ran the same motion out of the same formation, but ran 3 different plays. They love to play stack. Beautiful. They love window dressing. I mean, this is what Josh McDaniels does, and he showed it flawlessly. Special teams, flawless. Like defense, very good. The only problem, if you're going to nitpick, and that's what we should do on a team if we want to be very good. Like, remember when the Patriots are very good, we would win, but then we would nitpick after because we wanted to get better, and we felt like we were coaches, right?
We were all Bill Belichick at that point.
The first 12 minutes of last week, you thought you were going to lose.
Oh, yeah.
You 3-0, or punt, nonetheless. Like this. Are we about to lose to Carolina is what I'm yelling at my TD. Carolina opening drive touchdown
I want to
punt.
Casey Burns, he's not here in this room right now, but I said the script is now out. Let's see what happens when the script is out, right, with Bryce Young. And so I was hanging my hat on that and saying,
is that a coaching issue for the Patriots, though? If when you script against us, you dominate us?
Milton Williams, right? Tell him the Milton Williams quote.
Oh, well, yeah, Milton Williams, he did have an interesting quote. He was like, and I'm paraphrasing but trying to quote as close as I can. He said, I say it every week. Once we get past the first 15 scripted plays, then it's just all gravy from there. We know what they're going to do. We just haven't seen the first 15 plays by them on film, so we don't know what they're going to do, which I understand exactly what he's talking about because every team has the first 15 plays scripted. But the fact that they're so lost on those first 15 plays is a little bit of a problem. Like, you should know generally what do they come with, a completely different game plan, completely different playbook in 15 plays and then ran out of those plays and then just played regular the rest of the time. So I'm just confused about how they're going to figure out, because nobody wants to start slow. You want to start fast. And he's basically conceding the fact that, well, the first 15 plays we're going to give them. And I don't really particularly care for that attitude. I wish that they would figure out a way to adjust to that before the 15 plays are up, you know?
Isn't that what the Bills do? The Bills watch you in the first half. And they go, what are you going to do? We're just going to keep you in front of us.
They're a lot better at it.
They're the Bills. But where you're trying to go is how you have to position your team. If you're Vrabel and you want to be a team like the Bills, because we have a quarterback like the Bills, they could be the model. They could be our role model, right? Yep. So, I mean, they just watch you in the first half. They go into halftime and they go, what do they just do? They figure it out, and then they come out with a second half plan. And they dominate you in the second half. I mean, they've won second halves by like 8.5 points this year.
Yep. I
picked the second half line, if you're in for lines and stuff, -5.5 on the second half for the Bills. I'm taking that. I'm taking the Bills -5.5. They, on every single second half, they win this year.
So we have to be up by 7 is what you're saying, basically.
We have to. You have to go into halftime winning.
Halftime up by 7.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah. If you're into halftime tied or losing, I mean, not saying don't watch the second half.
And that's where Sean McDermott wins, right? And he wins in these long games and his defensive schemes. He's going to see what you put on paper. And this is where Terrell Williams, I forget his understudy, that's now our defensive coordinator. What's his name?
Zach Kerr.
We have to see what he's made of, right? This is a big test for the
We've been seeing what he's made of. He's been the only guy here.
Right. I'm saying that, but I'm also saying against a team that also adjusts.
Not the Panthers.
A team that also adjusts very well, because the Steelers didn't adjust. They didn't do anything special.
Did they need to? We just kept coughing it up in the end zone.
Fair. So Aiden Holleran's here. So I want to get our first guest on. Aiden Holleran, come on in. Yeah, scooch on over, guys.
Scooch on down. We got one of our super fans in the house.
So Aiden, so we've just been talking a lot about the game. Tell me what you feel tonight going into this game. What do we need to do? How do we win this game? How do we escape Buffalo, New York with a win?
Shut down James Cook and put in Brendan Schooler as a spy. That worked very well last year. I don't remember if we did it against Buffalo, but it worked for the teams we did it. He's good enough. He can do it. He's not a traditional safety. He's a special teamer. but it put him at spy, and he can shut down any rushing quarterback.
I like it. Yeah, I think it's containment of Josh Allen essentially, but obviously James Cook is their front runner at this point. James Cook is their bell cow. He can pound it up the middle. He can go outside.
AFC Offensive Player of the Month.
He does it all, right? And so that's luckily that's our strength, right? On defense, our strength is stopping the run, and so yeah, I feel pretty good about it. All right, let's talk about a theme here with Trevion Henderson and our backfield. So this is a really interesting theme to me. Looking at the skill set of Trevion Henderson, Ramondre, Antonio Gibson. Pete, what are you expecting to see tonight? What are you expecting to see out of that backfield?
A little bit of what I saw last week, a shared backfield, a three-headed backfield, mainly with Stevenson and TV Henderson, as we like to call him around here.
Yes.
I would like to see him get more in the game plan, but really I don't think it's been a lack of game planning for Henderson. He's been holding himself back.
Yes.
Holding, the pass protection, and then just the lack of hitting the hole and knowing where to go. It feels like the game is maybe moving a little bit too fast with Trevion Henderson right now. I would like to see him get his legs under him, but if you don't see it early, you don't go back to him a whole lot. I think is kind of what you do there. I would love to see them get him going through the passing game, though. Like, maybe don't get his wheels going, handing it off to him. Get him on a wheel route.
I love the two back sets.
Yeah.
I love seeing the two backs out there. The pony is
give
amazing.
me some pony
It
in
really
this
is
game.
great.
I think we average 4.5 yards in the pony, which is right around league average, but we run it a ton.
Yep.
So we're running it a ton. We're running it around the league average. I mean, run that 3 times, that's a first down, right?
I like it.
Give me the pony. I love that dual, because you told me Stevenson can't catch, but Stevenson can catch. Stevenson can catch out of the backfield.
I'm happy. Hey, I like say this is where on podcasts we love to be proved wrong in situations.
And I'll
where we're
remind you
players.
very quickly if you did tell me something, and you should remind me just as quickly.
Absolutely.
But yeah, no, Stevenson and Henderson, they provide different things. They provide different strengths, but they provide both things. They both can run and they both can catch the ball. So I'd love to see them use that ability. You notice how we haven't talked about Gibson? Yep, that's because we don't need to. He's a kick returner, right? He just shouldn't be. When you're winning football games, he shouldn't be a huge part, right? So I hope we win this, and he's not a huge part because we don't need him to be.
Right.
Because the other two guys are doing their thing. That's my thought there.
I like it.
I kind of feel, as we all do, that Trevion has not played up to our expectations in regard to the pass protection and things of that nature, the penalties.
All the things that he was good at in college, by the way.
Well, it's a big boys game now, but the point is, and I hate to bring fantasy into it, but I have him in 2 leagues and I can't even play him right now because you never know who they're going to go with. And that's a byproduct of the Josh McDaniels offense. He usually doesn't run a bell cow. He usually switches it up based on game plan, but has Trevion Henderson deserved to be game planned into the thing? I feel like they're still going to give Ramondre every opportunity to be the bell cow, the number 1 guy. So I feel like, and I know it's an unpopular opinion right now, but I feel like it starts with him because they want to establish the early down runs with him early to see if he can get some positive momentum. And if he screws up, they'll go over to the other guys. But I think they need to start with him first and then figure the rest of it out later.
Is that a hot take? Is your hot take Trevion Henderson starts this game?
No, not at all, man.
Okay.
Not at
He was
all.
saying Ramondre.
Oh, Ramondre.
Yeah, not at
sorry.
all.
I was listening that whole time thinking you were talking about Henderson.
No,
It
I
shows
was
you my listening skills.
No, I was talking about Henderson not living up to the hype, and he still has more to prove.
Gotcha. It applies to both when you think about it. That's why I was listening, not disagreeing fully.
I think here's the thing, guys. I think we could see anything tonight. I think we could see Antonio Gibson getting more looks. I think we could see Ramondre doing what Ramondre has been doing. And I think we could see an extended look at Trevion. Because guess what? Tonight we're playing the Buffalo Bills, and they're going to try to do things that we haven't been doing because they don't want the Bills to know what we're doing. And so I feel like we could see anything. We could see Trevion starting the game. We could see Antonio Gibson getting a lot more carries. And we won't know because that's what Josh McDaniels does. That's what he does. And so
do you think, Pete, that they would go out of their way to feature Diggs in this game based on where he's
good
going
question.
back to and stuff like that? Or is it just going to be within the framework of the offense?
Did you see David Montgomery throw a touchdown today? It's
No,
because
I didn't.
he threw a touchdown today because he went to high school there and was a quarterback. So like they scripted in a throw for him.
That's amazing.
Because sometimes that does happen.
You don't
Like
know,
you're not
yeah.
wild. Do I think it happens? Absolutely not. Right? Because we're playing the Bills and this is a much bigger game than them.
They're going to go into the bag. They're going into the bag.
Right? Yeah, they were going
Yeah,
into their bag at a certain point in the game.
Yes.
But to your point, this is the Bills, and maybe Josh McDaniels goes, we can't just do what we've been doing. We need to
Exactly.
flash you something different.
We're the worst in the league at running. Well, one of.
Right, so maybe you do see something a little different. Do I think they intentionally script Stephon Diggs because this is his former team? No, that wouldn't be a wise move. You have to make every decision with the focus of winning the game, and that is not that focus, right? That's an individual focus, which isn't part of the greater, goal of winning the game. So no, I don't think they should. No, I don't think they did.
Will it happen though?
But am I taking his over on receptions at 4.5? Absolutely, I am at plus money.
Would it be a good game plan execution to go out of their way to target him against his defense?
He's their best wide receiver, so the other team knows that too. He has the second most targets on the team. Hunter Henry, Stephon Diggs, and then you've got running backs, right? So it's just him as a wide receiver. So I would say you want to target one of your best pass catchers. Yeah, that's a good idea. But not just because he's Diggs, not just because it's Buffalo, right? Because he's the best, like one of the best on your team.
And
Same
will
way
he-
you should do that for Hunter Henry.
Right. But will he step up a little more? Probably. He's probably got a little more.
Is he juiced?
Yeah. He's probably juiced.
Yeah, that's a different question. Is he juiced right now? Yeah, he's juiced.
I just don't want him to go nuts when he only gets 3 or 4 catches. That's all.
I don't think he cares. I don't think he
I
cares.
hope you're right.
I hope
you're
so.
right.
I hope so.
Sorry.
I hope so. All right, where's Uncle Ryan?
Uncle Ryan.
Let's get Uncle Ryan in here.
Uncle Ryan.
Calling Uncle Ryan.
Yeah, you're Ryan. We're looking for your Ryan right there.
This place is a madhouse right now, guys. If you don't know, Rogue Island Kitchen and Bar and the Arcade in Providence, it's the oldest mall in America, but it's got the hippest spot. I'm telling you right now. Aiden, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you for having me. I hope to be back later tonight.
Absolutely.
Oh, you will. We'll
Go
give you all the
Patriots.
right.
Don't worry.
I'll be grabbing food and I'll be coming right back to watch you guys.
I love
Let's go
it.
Pats.
Thank you, Aiden. Appreciate it. All right, Uncle Ryan's coming in. Let's go.
Next man up. Yeah, you're gonna go. You're gonna go. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you.
Need another guest. I'm ready.
So, guys, all right, I got you. So, guys, listen, hey, if you're ever looking for some good food in Providence, come down to Rogue Island Kitchen and Bar. Ask for Ryan Bissett. Say the LFG Pats Pod sent you, and he will hook you up with, I guaranteed, some good food, okay? And say Joe sent you, and he may even give you a poutine, all right?
And this is my brother-in-law, Ryan Lefebvre. I almost said Ryan Bissett. My wife's name's Bissett. Ryan's name is Ryan, so I get confused about it. But this is my
A
brother-in-law.
different Ryan.
I love the man more than anything else in the world, and he knows way more about football than me.
Wow.
He coaches.
That's saying a lot.
He coaches his son's Pop Warner team, and he's on point. His specialty is the O-line. He's turned my left tackle of a nephew into a fantastic tackle, and we're gonna get Wes on there too to speak about that. But Joe, I would just like to ask you ask him a couple questions.
No.
Just
I got
in
you, I got
general,
you.
because he has just as much information about us and fantasy, by the way, too.
All right.
He's nuts with the fantasy too.
So,
but
Ryan,
I would like to hear some of his thoughts about.
So my question to you is, in the trenches, what are the battles you're looking at tonight, and how do you feel like it's going to go?
So I truly believe that our left tackle is a strength now, whereas before it used to be a weakness. I believe he's a road grader. I truly believe he's a dog, and he's here for the next 10 years.
I love it.
I think he's just going to dominate. Every game he's going to get a little bit better and better.
Yeah.
He's obviously a rookie, so there's going to be some growing pains.
Of course.
And he's going to be trying to figure out the different fronts he's seeing, the different stunts that are coming at him, all the different looks that are being thrown at him are obviously at a higher level than they were in college. But he's a man on a mission, and I think he's truly one of the best left tackles that we're going to have in the next 10 years.
Tackle.
Yes.
Not guard.
tackle.
And he gets Jared Wilson back tonight,
Yes.
which is nice.
I have a question on that, actually.
ahead.
So the stunts, you brought up stunts.
Yeah.
You're an offensive line guy, so I want to ask you this question. They're getting beat on stunts. That is how you beat Will Campbell and Jared. Where are you assigning the blame? Are you 50-50, 60-40, 70-30? Like, some of it doesn't seem like it's Will Campbell. Some of it seems like it should like Jared Wilson didn't pass it to him properly. Or the delayed stunt seems to be confusing them because they like go right into what they should do in protection and then it's delayed. And so they're making, are these rookie mistakes? What are we looking at here?
I truly think that they're rookie mistakes, but I also believe that the offensive line starts from the inside out. And unfortunately, everything starts from at the center position, where I think we're not our best right now. And I think as you start to slide offensive linemen down on D tackles and stunting linebackers and things of that nature, it starts from the center to the guard to the tackle. And so everyone has to be on the same page, which I think comes with more game experience together. And I think having two rookies on the left side of your line is it's a problem to start. I don't think it's a mistake because I don't think anybody thought this year was going to be a Super Bowl winning team. I think who's better? No one. I don't think there's anybody better on our roster.
Ben Brown.
So I think I don't think that Ben Brown is the answer at left guard.
He's depth.
He's depth, and so I think that unfortunately, like Drake May, these are your future pieces, and you need to let them go through their bumps and bruises.
Yeah.
And that's going to take learning. It's going to take getting beat. It's going to take overcoming those defeats, and then kicking ass on the other side. And that's what it is.
I agree.
I always ask myself, what makes you better, playing or watching? Playing makes you better at football. Playing makes you better at football.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
I get the whole waiting. I understand like the concept behind it. Don't get me wrong. You don't want to deject a person. But these are good enough. They're good enough to not be dejected and to grow through these, these lumps because they're going to be there. If they can't grow through them, maybe we don't want them.
Exactly.
Right? Like maybe that was too big of a hurdle for you. Sorry. We need to be able to cross this bridge.
Yep. I agree.
Isn't it better to know that sooner rather than later? So you're not wasting 3-4 years trying to figure out if you have the right pieces. And I think that's the important part of this year. Would I love to win 9-10 games? Obviously. But I think as you're growing your next quarterback, your next running back, your next tackle, your next guard, like all these pieces, get them in there now because next year and the year after, as you're putting more pieces around them and you're hopefully building through the draft the way that it should be done, I think we have some really solid building blocks, and it's going to be really cool to see as this team really, bounces into the next 5 years.
I agree. I think when it comes down to it, I think we're a team that is expected to win a lot this year with the schedule, but we're also trying to make up for like 5 to 7 years of terrible drafting. And this is where you have the Cole Stranges, the Lowe's, all these City Sows, right? All these linemen that just were just complete busts. And now you're later, right? You can just keep going. Caden Wallace, just keep going with all these names. I don't know where he is. Is he flipping burgers? Is he in Rogue Island right now, making us burgers right now? He could be. But this is where I think we have to accept, like you said, is it a 9 or a 10 or 11 win? Does it really matter? Not really. What it comes down to is are these guys progressing? Do we have the right guys? If we don't, how do we shift focus? And luckily, it seems like with Vrabel and his GM, not Elliot Wolf, the actual GM, Ryan Cowden. With Cowden and Elliot Wolf, and it's not Elliot Wolf, with Vrabel, this year we had a great draft. We had a competent draft. So if we can build on that, I think we're going to be doing great. But in the meantime, it's tough. It's going to be rough sledding a little bit. This is a great game to tell what we have because the Buffalo Bills pass rush is not elite, but it's good. It's good, and it's probably one of the better tests. I think the Steelers was a good test too. But how do we do against Steelers? Had a lot of hurries, a lot of pressure, not a lot of sacks, but things where it kind of showed a little bit of the problems that we have.
So it shows me like it's interesting, Ryan, that you say that Will Campbell is a stud and has a clean sheet, and I agree 100% about that. I'm just surprised with your assessment of it personally because you know more about left tackle than anybody. I might have thought that you might have had some problems with either some of his step to the inside or some of his arm length. So you evaluating him gives me even more confidence because of the way he's been playing, and you recognize that. But I want to ask you one question. You coach your kids' football team. You're coaching them to be a tackle. Can you just speak to, like, just the most base, fundamental things that you try to teach these kids when they're playing offensive tackle? Like, what's the first couple rules you teach them to make sure they understand their responsibility?
Well, so at 7 and 8 years old, which is what my son is, we're teaching effort and attitude, number one. But we get pad level is a big concern of ours, and we try to make sure that they are staying low in their blocks, using their hands and not so much their face. I remember when I was being taught how to play offensive line, it was bury your face into someone else's as much as you can, and that's probably why I can't remember yesterday. But we're trying.
CTE, what does that mean?
Yeah, but we are trying to get them to use their hands more, extension, hip explosion, pad level. Our assignments aren't very technical at this age. I mean, it's more about growing a love for the game and hoping that they can get better every week, which is what I'm seeing, especially from Wes. He's doing great, and his attitude is great. He's an aggressive dude who loves the smoke. He loves the trenches.
Gee, where'd you get that from?
I don't know. Maybe his mom.
Maybe a combination.
Yeah.
Wes, why don't you come on? Why don't you come up? Come up real quick. Come on up.
Go sit with your dad. I want to ask you a question.
Are you the next Will Campbell?
So Wes, what are the things? He's an awesome starting left tackle for his Pop Warner team. It's still called Pop Warner, right? Okay. So Wes, I want to know some of the most important lessons that you've learned from your dad about how to play the offensive line position. Do you have any thoughts on that, or like the most important things that he's told you?
What are the things I've told you about blocking?
To always when you're on offense,
Blocking.
you need to keep your feet in the right direction.
Keep your feet in the right direction. And when do we block till?
When the whistle blows.
When the whistle
Love
blows,
it.
right?
Love
Keep
it.
going till the whistle blows. And then what about your hands? What are you doing with your hands? What are you trying to do with your hands?
You're trying to get your hands.
Wes, bro.
What are you trying to do with those hands?
Where are you getting the hands?
Inside.
Inside.
That's right.
Lift them up, right? Yeah.
I love it.
No, offense.
That's my guy right there.
Do you have a favorite Patriots player?
Drake May.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good pick right
Oh,
there.
boy.
Great pick.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Wesley. On the scouting breakdown and what he learned from his dad. That's fantastic. Wes is taking all the coaching. He's getting better and better every week. And in about 5 minutes, we're going to have his buddy Mason on, too. And we're going to ask
Mason, come on up. Let's
Come
go.
on up,
Come
Mason.
on up.
Come on up,
Without
Mason.
further ado. Let's go, Mason.
Yeah, because Brian's his coach, too, so he knows.
We're a family podcast, so we get all the kids on here. We make sure we
So Mason's
shout out
a
to the
running
kids.
back.
No. So this year, last year, Mason was a running back. But this year, we converted Mason into our quarterback.
Wow.
Mason has one of the best heads for the game. He knows the plays. He's a smart kid, and we trusted him with the ball in his hands every play, and so that's why we got Mason at the helm of the ship this year. And
I
he's
like
also
it.
playing a little bit of cornerback on defense for us.
You're going two ways.
He does, yeah.
All right.
What do you like about football, buddy? Tell me what you love about football.
Like how you hit very hard.
So do we.
Is that how you lost those teeth, or is that just because you just lost them? Is that how you lost the teeth? Because you were hit somebody really hard? No.
That's just age.
I like it. Who's your favorite player?
Who's your favorite player?
Drake
May.
May. I love it.
Another one.
Jersey too.
Yeah, he's got the rivalry gear on.
Come on over.
We love that.
Oh yeah.
Hop over. Make sure
Good job, kid.
Good job, Mason. Good job. All right, Mason. That was awesome. Who's volunteering? I want volunteers.
All right, Gennaro, stand on this. Stand on this.
Thank you for having me. Great podcast. You guys are doing great.
Hold on, I just want to show you guys my son's shirt here. Stand on this. Stand on the bench.
Yeah, bring him
So
in.
you don't have to ask who my son's favorite player is, because he's got it on his shirt. Let's go.
I'm just glad that's about the player.
Yeah. Not Drake the singer, by the way. Not Drake the singer. All right, get down.
Come on in here. Come over here. Yeah.
All right, we got another guest in.
You gonna introduce Nora first?
That's all right.
You sure? Well, I have my other brother-in-law here. My brother-in-law, Chris, who is an avid listener of the show. He doesn't love football as much as me, but he always has a very unique perspective on it. So just in general, Chris, what do you think about our setup here in general? What do you think we're doing here? How do you think?
Well, let me tell you. I mean, this setup is dope. Absolutely. I'm so happy that you guys are doing this right now. It's just so awesome. But I do have something to say about the Patriots. Like you said, I'm not like a diehard fan. I don't know all the stats. I don't follow all that stuff. But I am a lifelong Patriots fan. I can remember my dad, when I was as old as these kids here, he worked with the Patriots. He worked for a RV company. They'd rent the RVs for events that they do and stuff. And he would drive the RV, and I tagged along with him. And I got to hang out with a couple of the players, Mosey Tutupu and Roland James. In fact, I got to play Nintendo with Roland James' kids at his house.
Wow, that's
and
awesome.
They had like every game on a big rack, and I was just like blown away. So, but I just want to say, I did watch football, but I wasn't into what all the player stats were. I didn't know who they were, but I would watch the Super Bowl, and I didn't know anything about them. I couldn't tell you who the quarterback was. I couldn't tell you who was favored or any of this stuff, but I could guess who was going to win by the color of their uniforms.
Wow.
And I got it right every single time. It was just a feeling that I had. I could see the lineup. I could see them running out, and I could guess who was going to win. As years gone on, I followed football a little bit more, and I know a little bit more about the players and the teams and all that stuff. I've lost that ability because my knowledge is colored by what the feeling is. But I still have that feeling, and I go by more how I feel about this team, seeing them, seeing how they play and their presence. And, that while the dynasty was going on, that felt great. But then when things went downhill, it felt bad. But I can tell you now, I feel great. Just seeing them play and what's going on, my feeling is that this is great. Like something's coming. And I feel that right now.
I like it. So you're like the dog that goes to either of the props. So I need your feeling tonight. Once we see them come out in their jerseys, we need to know who.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
We need it. Yeah.
And I gotta thank my dad for that. He passed away 1 year ago this month. So I'm out here right now for him to share that story about my dad and to share that with you.
Awesome.
So I really appreciate you guys giving me a chance to come on and
thank you.
With you
thank
guys.
you.
All right, LFG.
Let's go.
That's my wife's husband. I would friggin' do anything for that guy. We're looking for a couple of more people here. We're looking for my nephew. I have a nephew named Jordan that's in the building right now. I have a nephew.
Go get Jordan. Yeah, go get Jordan.
Go get Jordan.
Let's go.
I have a son named Jalen needs to weigh in. And Evie's going to weigh in. She doesn't want to, but she's weighing. Yeah, she'll weigh in after that.
I think we have to do predictions soon. I think we're almost at that time to do predictions.
We got 20 minutes, Joseph. We got 20 minutes.
Don't rush it. Don't rush it.
Jalen Brown.
Let's go, Jalen. Come on.
Front and center, right here. Jalen Brown. Come on over here. Cozy on up next to Pete. This man right here, this is Jalen Brown. He's my son. He's my second-hand man. I know how young I look. I know I look like a teenager. So I know that it doesn't make sense that boy is my son, but he is. And he has just as much. He has a great amount of Patriots knowledge. I'm not going to say just as much for a great amount. He knows way more about basketball than I do. But I just want to get his take on his state of the season up until now and his prognosis onto the game tonight and what the keys of the game would be.
Sure. Well, hello, everybody. I would say on the state of the season, it's just a step in the right direction, right? Like the last 2 years have kind of been like basement dwellers. Like you're hoping for a win, but you're not really thinking it's going to come out that way. This year, you feel like you're fighting in every game, which is a step in the right direction. Could be 3-1 if the ball fell the right way. So, I think it's just good that it's important to have hope in going into every game. The last 2 years, I feel like we couldn't really say that. So even just that alone is really big. But I guess just about tonight in general, I mean, I got to be totally honest. I'm not like super optimistic. I just think the Bills are a really good team. But, if they can take care of the ball, maybe force Josh into a turnover or two, keep them off the ground. Because I know, if you keep James Cook and Josh just going and going and going, it's going to be tough to get them off the field. But just a couple things like that, the ball just has to bounce your way a couple of times, which I think is possible. Just circling back, that probably wasn't possible the last few years besides, I guess, that Mac Jones 3 completion game, which whatever, call that what it is. But, I think there's hope. So, there hasn't been hope in a couple of years. So I think there's hope. I think that's all you can ask for.
You think they have a chance?
Every team's got a chance every day. The Saints won today, so yeah, call it what it is. But yeah, I think there's a chance. Division games are weird. Night games are weird. I think there's definitely a chance. I wouldn't bet on it or anything, but yeah, I don't see why there isn't a chance.
Jalen Brown, everybody. Jalen Brown. Thank you so much. We just got one more guy.
Well, hold on. I want to ask one question to my son. Gennaro, what do you want to see tonight?
I want Stephon Diggs to score on the Bills.
Let's go.
Yeah, I want that too. I started him in the league.
The first score,
yeah.
The first touchdown.
You want to go on?
Come on, yeah, both of you. Come on, let's go.
Come on. Cozy up next to Pete.
Let's go.
Let's do it. These are my two nieces. So what do you think, Daddy? What do you think about, first of all, what do you think about this atmosphere that we have in here?
I think that the Patriots have a chance, but I'm not sure about, because the Bills, they also have a good record and stuff. So I'm not sure about tonight's game.
What do you think about the party? Pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Evie, what do you think?
I think setup's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You guys eat the food?
Yes.
And what do you, I want to know what sports you girls do.
Ask the question into the mic.
What do you sport? See, this guy, what do you he's my protector. What sports do you girls play? Addie, what do you play?
I play basketball and travel softball.
And Evie, what do you play?
I do softball and soccer.
So you guys are always busy every single day doing different sporting events and whatnot. So we really appreciate your opinion because you know about the competitive nature. And I want to know who you think is going to win this game tonight.
I hope the Patriots, but I don't have.
You don't need a score. We just need the team.
Oh, Patriots.
Nice.
Probably Patriots.
Yeah, well done.
Addie and Evie.
Good job. All right, I need Jordan Heath. Can somebody go get Jordan Heath? Jordan Heath. Yeah.
Where did our Jordan
He's at the
go?
bar somewhere over there.
Where's our Jordan? Did he leave?
I'm not sure.
He's not going to do it? Oh, he's going to catch one. I swear to God.
There he is. Yeah, come on in. Let's go.
Absolutely.
There you go.
You don't. We all
All right.
share this microphone, actually. Yeah, we've been passing it around all day.
The third microphone?
Yeah, and then, Low budget.
All right,
I'm just
got
kidding. This is actually a great setup. I very much enjoy it.
So
Good
Jordan
to be here,
Heath
guys.
drove all the way from Vermont to come down here. Hey man,
Massive 300-mile
appreciate
drive.
it. 300-mile drive. I really appreciate it. So Jordan, tell me the keys to victory tonight. How are we going to win this game? How are we going to go into Buffalo and win this game?
So I guess the question would be: is who are you putting on Shakir? Right?
Yep.
Is it Carlton Davis? Is it Gonzo? Can we stop James Cook? Who do you want to beat you, James Cook or Josh Allen?
Yeah.
One of the two is going to beat you. So can we also get in a gunfight? I mean, can Drake
If
May
it's Drake
keep up?
May against Josh Allen, yeah, what is that going to be?
I'd like to say our defense is better. I have confidence in our defense. We got to get our run game going.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
we got to.
it,
We
right?
got to. It's possession. Time of possession is everything right now. If we give him the ball too much, that's it. The other concern is how much is Josh Allen going to run?
Yeah.
Because frankly, I'm scared as hell of that.
I
I
agree.
just don't think that we can stop him. I think we can stop James Cook. I just don't think we can have a spy of any variety. What is it, Marty Mapu? Maybe that's fast enough. Maybe.
Maybe.
Outside of that, who do we got?
Spillane can't do it.
He can't tackle. Like he can't tackle.
He's gotten better.
He's gotten better.
He started out as absolutely awful, and he's slowly progressed to getting better. But against Josh Allen,
Yep.
it's tough.
Yep.
It's tough.
So I'm also concerned. I mean, the combo tight ends they've got, that's also concerning.
Dawson Knox, Kincaid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I
Yeah.
mean, they got a really great offense.
Yeah.
And I think we've got the defensive players to go with it, but I am concerned that it is going to be a track meet.
So how do we win?
So I'd say it's two things. I would rather James Cook let him go wild as opposed to Josh Allen.
Okay.
I think we can stop that.
Contain
I like
Josh
the run.
Allen.
Yep. I think Christian Barmore and Milton Williams are eating on the inside right now. And if we can contain those gaps and force them to the outside, I'm okay with that. I think inside pressure is everything.
Yeah. Keep him off his comfort zone. Oh, we got a little. It's all right. We're good.
Everyone's okay, by
Yep.
the way.
We're all good.
Loud noises.
Technical difficulties. If that's the only one we're gonna have, then I'll be pretty happy.
Not bad. Yeah, so I agree. I think we have to keep Josh Allen uncomfortable.
Yep.
But I think if he's scrambling, though, I think we have some problems too because we don't have great tacklers. Let's admit it, right, boys? Our tackling's not been great. Pete, tell us about our tackling. Tell us about our defense in general. How are we going to game plan against Josh Allen?
I mean, do you game plan against
I
Josh
know,
Allen?
I know.
Like, this is like, remember when we had Tom Brady and you were like, and other teams would talk about game planning and you're just sitting there like, yeah, good luck, buddy. Like I don't really care what you guys come up
Exactly.
with.
I'll throw that any guy.
It's kind of the gunfight mentality, right? Like you have to gunfight it a little bit, right? And that's why I said run the ball and stop the run. And if you can run the ball, what are you doing? Their offense isn't on the field. Like go on a nice long drive where you score a touchdown at the end. The problem is the touchdown at the end. Too many field goals. I mean, we have 2 turnovers in the end zone, right?
Wow.
So, like, we need to clean some of that stuff up. You can't do that against the Bills. But that's how I would do it. I would try to run the ball, control the clock. And you're right, Cook or Allen, I say control the run. So whether it's Cook or Allen, control the run and get beat by Josh Allen passing. Like, because he takes that underneath. He takes the what's given to him, which is great. That's exactly what he should do. He shouldn't try to throw the ball downfield when he can get 7 yards to pass, right? But let that be the reason he beats you, that underneath kind of crap, as opposed to them just running for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns and you going like, didn't see that coming, right? Like, make Josh Allen throw the ball over because we have good corners.
Because we have the corners.
We have
right.
that. That's where we could pull something off,
and
right?
that's our strength versus theirs. Christian Benford's good, but who's the second corner? Who's it? Slot corner, right? Very unknown people.
So should we just flat out load the box or what?
Against Cook and Allen?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a loaded box a lot of the time. Make them think about throwing the ball, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely. How do
Okay,
you not? You can't do 2 high shell safeties and expect to stop their run. Like, I mean, that is how you keep things in front of you. But like,
I
Josh
think we're
Allen,
all saying the same thing.
Yeah.
I think we're all saying we need to establish the run, and we need to stop their run.
that's how my key to
That's
the
it.
game is. We need to beat our averages. We average 3.9 yards per carry and like 1 touchdown a game. We need to run for 2 and rush for more than 4 yards a carry. What did the Bills do? The Bills get 9 rushing touchdowns, 2.25 a game. They can't get more than 2. You let the Bills rush for 3 touchdowns, toast.
It's
You're
over.
toast, right?
It's over.
They get 5 yards a carry. You can't let them get more than 5 yards a carry in this game or 5 yards. You need to limit them in what they do and boost yourself when you do well. I think that will be why they lose too if they don't do those.
I agree. So we cannot get in a shootout. If we get in a shootout with Josh Allen, we have to all put our money on Josh Allen. We have to.
So should we? I'm asking, should we keep contained to keep him in the pocket and spy him with somebody? Can anybody spy the guy? Like
the Schooler idea was a fun one, but he's not a real defensive player.
No, they did that one time last year, or maybe twice.
They did it last year very effectively, though. It was very effective.
I don't know if the current regime is like looking in that direction. Or they haven't done it once.
I don't think so. I think Mappa would be the guy if you were looking for a QB spy that I would choose. Former safety, moved into the box. Maybe a Duggar or something. I don't know. Some guy that you can move into the box and kind of look at him. Honestly, it needs to be a team effort. I don't think you're just going to have one guy staring at Josh Allen all day. That's not what I would. Maybe in certain scenarios where you think he's going to take off, you throw a spy or a contain on the outside. The problem is Chason's not in the game, and he's our contain. Who's coming in for Chason? Is it Keon White?
It's going to be a combination of Keon White and Ponder, right?
Tragic.
You think
That's a tragic.
Is Ponder active? I haven't checked, but is Ponder active? He's got to be, right? You think?
They don't like Keon White on this team.
I know.
The coaches really don't like Keon White, and he's honestly not good at setting the edge, so they might be right.
And honestly,
he's a backup rushing tackle. That's what he is.
Then kick them inside would be interesting. It's just we have far more Milton Williams, so it's like
you can't put him there.
Tonga's playing great. We got Jelani Tabai as well coming
Snap
back.
Count, you assume?
Most
Special
likely,
teams?
Most likely.
But Christian Ellis time. Yep. Stock drop.
Jack Gibbons.
Giovanni takes that spot, does he not?
You have to assume that.
Tabai and Gibbons. I mean, it's all day long. So I think we're at the point, guys, of predictions, and I'm going to start with my son here. I think he's got a really good prediction.
I think it's going to be 24-27 Patriots.
Let's go. Let's go. 24-27. I actually like that. I think I'm going to go 27-21 Patriots.
I was going to copy Gennaro, but now I have to change it a little bit. Now I have to say 27-23. Now I have to say it. I had us down for an L, but I'm feeling high and mighty today. I think 27-23. That's my bold prediction.
We're a 500 team playing an undefeated team. They're the Super Bowl favorites.
I know it.
We're a rebuilding team. I mean, the fact that people are picking us to win, you should go on DraftKings and take it then. I don't think we win. I think we lose by a touchdown. 27-20 is my score prediction. I would take the Patriots with the points, though. I like that 8.5 is a juicy number. Like that's the thing. That's the goal for the Patriots. Like beat the spread. It would be great to beat the team, but beat the spread would be a great accomplishment. Yeah.
I got to say, I think the confidence build of last week, even though the Panthers are terrible objectively, I like them going into Orchard Park right now and doing some work. I think it's going to be a very close game. I also think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I don't think the defenses are going to play as much of a part as we want them to. I think 31-30 Patriots.
Wow, 31-30. Oh, that's I would love it.
Take that over-under, bump it to 60, and take that. What's up?
If it's 31-30 and it's a barn burner and we win, I'm calling out of work tomorrow. That's all I'm saying.
That would be nutty. That would be a barn burner right there.
I love it. All right, guys. Well, it's been great. We're going to hang out here, but it's been great. Thank you guys for joining. Pete, thank you for joining us. Jordan, thank you for driving however many miles.
Appreciate you. 300 in case you're wondering. 300 miles. Casual Sunday drive.
Thank you.
Turn the microphone around. Show the people. This is a great spot you guys have here. You haven't given it. We're just looking at doors right now. Show the squad. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. That's the squad right there. Yeah, we've been staring at those faces all night long. Talking into the microphone. We'll get him to do it eventually, hopefully.
Hey,
Thank you for coming out. God bless you.
Mike will get there.
You don't need to cup your hands either, though. It just works. It will probably work without that.
Mike
Thank
doesn't
you guys.
do anything conventional. I don't know if you know.
Thank you, Rogue Island Kitchen and Bar, for putting this on. Great episode, great event. Free food's been flowing all night. I'm going to catch up on that because I'm
starving.
I'm starving. But thank you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, let's go.
Let's go.